Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hi. Lots of people on tonight.
Tonight, this morning.
This morning, yeah. Hubert, are you over in Naples in Italy still?
Yes.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah. I'll probably next week go to Austria for a week. So.
Oh, awesome. Oh, it's great to see all of you. Look at everyone that's on. Maxine, Susie Dowd.
Hello, darling.
Hi. Oh my God, David Gibbs, Chris Sutton, Susan, Lyn Bates, Ian Knight.
Yes, I can't tune in properly.
Hello. Can you hear us, Ian?
I can, but it won't work.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
well, we can see you. We can see you.
Now we can.
Yeah. So you can see us?
Yes, I can now.
Amazing. Oh my God, and David Gibbs is at the beach with the rainbow beach umbrella. Amazing.
Waiting for you to turn up.
At the beach, yeah. In front of you, is it? Down in Sorrento?
Somewhere down there, yeah. And then the sun goes down, it looks like that.
Oh, beautiful.
Or if you want to come out in the boat, we'll just start to do this stuff and serious stuff.
Wow. Wow. Unreal.
If you want to go back to work, we can go back to work. We can do all sorts of stuff.
Oh, amazing. So, how fantastic. I love these updates because you never know who's going to jump on, and this is an epic collection of people. So welcome, Julie from New Zealand. Hi. Hi. And
whereabouts are you, Stephanie?
So I'm in Chelsea Heights at the moment.
Oh,
so
you're not in Nepal or something like that.
No. Yeah. So Binod's just jumped on from Kathmandu, Nepal. Amazing. And Maxine's here too. Awesome. Oh, Julie's got the cat on the couch. Amazing. So where are you, Ian, at the moment?
Where am I? I'm just in Melbourne.
You're just in Melbourne, yeah. Yeah. Oh, wow.
I might have to go earlier for another meeting, but anyway.
No worries. So tonight we're going to be joined by Kusum, who's our new business development manager. Well, she's been with us for probably about 8 months now, and she's doing an amazing job. And so she'll be jumping on. She's just flown to India today, so she'll be jumping on in a few minutes. Binod's here from Kathmandu, who is our hotel guest house manager for our new guest house, which we launched in February last year, just before all this rigmarole happened. So we haven't had a full guest house as planned, but we're on the way with local guests. But before we start, and while we're waiting for Kusum, I'd love to just whip around and introduce yourselves to, because I don't think any of you know each other. And Susan Dowd I haven't seen for a long time, but Susie came on one of our tours, one of our
2013.
Wow, unreal.
Yeah, long time ago.
Amazing. Yep. So do you want to start, Susie?
Okay, all right. So I had the amazing opportunity to go on Steph's, I think it was your second one that you did, with a group of about 20 from Melbourne. And it kind of started me on my journey of, giving back. So went back into the centre for quite a few years, every year, teaching the women how to sew and giving them new skills and buying sewing machines and raising money to buy sewing machines that I could buy in the centre and stuff like that. So I have a real affiliation and a love for the girls, all the girls at Seven Women. So yeah, which continues. Yeah.
Unreal. So Suze has contributed a massive amount to Seven Women, and the women absolutely loved her. Sunaina, I'm really excited for you to meet Susie, because Sunaina's our new production manager, marketing manager. But yeah, so Suze worked with the women to teach them on the sewing machines, and they really warmed to you, Susan, loved seeing you in Nepal and learning new skills from you for new products. So we're very, very grateful to have you part of the Seven Women family. Amazing. And so I just saw Lyn too. Lyn has also been an incredible support and friend of Seven Women, who has been on 2 tours. And yeah, it's awesome to see you here too, Lyn.
It's nice to be here. That Julie from New Zealand, is that Julie Doherty? Yes, I was on the tour 2 years ago with Julie, so it's nice to see you again. And she actually spoke to our Rotary Club one day, so from afar. So that was lovely to hear her.
Awesome.
I've been twice and I've really enjoyed my visits and enjoyed supporting the thing. I was there on the day that Steph first saw the building that was going to be made into the hotel. And
That's
on my
right.
second visit, we made another visit to the hotel. So I can't wait to see it when it's, when we can finally get there again. Love to be able to stay there. So one day, you never know.
That's right, Lyn. I remember that when the group came and it was just a shell, basically, the house.
Yes.
And it transformed into an amazing, beautiful, warm feeling. And Anita and the team did a fantastic job at creating that and what Binod is managing today, which is amazing. And I won't steal Binod's thunder by sharing what we're doing, but I just wanted to let everyone know we've got a little cafe in the garden of the guest house now. So we've just got a coffee machine, and I won't steal Hubert's thunder either, because Hubert funded the coffee machine, which has really kickstarted our cafe. So Hubert, do you want to go next and just share, your recent connection and support for 7 Women?
Well, it's I think there's not a lot to say. I'm joining this meeting now from the other side of the planet, from the south of Italy. And I'm simply a supporter of Stephanie's project in Nepal. That's I don't know what else to say.
Well, I think, where did we originally meet, Hubert? I think it was San Diego, wasn't it, when I did the talk over there? Is that
Sorry?
Is that where we met, the San Diego talk, when I was over there?
No. I think the first time we saw each other was 2 months ago with the update on.
Oh, the update. So how did you?
Yes.
How did you?
This was the first time that we met virtually.
Oh, amazing! How did you originally hear about 7 Women?
Well, I think it was last year or 2 years ago when I started to. I really cannot remember how I found your project and all what you were doing. I was reading your book, and so this started with the book. I guess it started, but I don't know. I cannot really remember how I arrived to your book. So.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Amazing. Well, we're so happy to have you part of the 7 Women family now, and thanks so much for your recent support, because that really.
I'm happy to be of help with. It's because amazing. I really like the project, so it's something really, which is amazing that you're doing. So.
Yeah.
And what the girls and the women and the boys in Nepal are doing, it's. I mean, we're just sitting behind the desk and not doing anything. So it's they are all doing. It's their work what they're doing. So they get all they should get all the benefits. And
oh, well, thank you, because it all happened quite quickly, because Hubert came on an update, I think, a few months ago, and Kusum just mentioned what we're doing with the guest house and that we were looking for a coffee machine, and Hubert very quickly sent an email saying that he'd be interested in supporting, and I think within a few weeks, like they, the team in Nepal had researched the best one, and now it's
there were just a little bit discussions about what type of Italian coffee machines. Yeah. I hope the coffee comes out good. So.
Yeah, amazing. Well, Binod's been asking for a coffee machine for probably about 8 months to a year now, so he's very happy. Awesome. Oh, Judith is on as well, and Michael, welcome.
Hi. Oh,
Hi.
Stephen's sitting at the other end of the table. He just went,
oh, awesome. So I saw
Hi,
your
Steph.
hand,
oh, sorry, it's like
welcome.
getting dinner. Sorry. Hi,
No
everyone.
worries. No worries. Awesome to have you here. So, Ian, I'm looking at you and I'm just remembering that you were the first supporter that ever kind of bought the book at the conference. Remember that? So that was amazing, because I just kind of finished my book, and first book I've ever written, and published it, and didn't really know what I was doing. I think we published 1,000 copies in the beginning, and I had the deadline for this conference that I was speaking at, and I think it was in Shepparton, and Ian was the first customer, so it was very exciting. Oh, you're muted. I think. Oh, yeah.
I only came on tonight to hear what was happening. That's all. I don't have much to add, Stephanie. It's just that I'm a great admirer of what you do. I have been to Nepal, but it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
In about 85, I think I was trekking there.
Wow. Unreal. That's a year after I was born. Yeah. Amazing. Thanks, Ian. And hopefully, before you need to jump off on your other meeting, hopefully Kusum and Binod and Sunaina can give you a bit of an update on what's happening. So cool. Awesome to see you. And Pat, we've got an update to hear from you because you've been participating in our cooking classes recently. Pat jumped on the last update and I think it was 2:30 a.m. in the morning over there in the Canary Islands, is it?
It's the Cayman Islands.
Oh, the Cayman Islands. Yeah.
Yeah, we're over by Jamaica.
Amazing. So how did you go with the cooking class?
The cooking class?
Yeah.
Well, I'm so embarrassed because Kusum must have thought we were crazy. You know, it was 7 o'clock in the morning for her and the 2 ladies that did the class, and it was 8 o'clock on a Friday night for us, and the Prosecco was flowing, and I was really stressed out about not being able to get the Zoom link working, and anyway, we had a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
Well, and we raised some money, so that was the main thing. So we just had 2 tropical storms come through here. I haven't had really much time to be thinking of much. So that's all behind us now, hopefully, for the season. So yes, I'll be right back at it, trying to organize some classes or whatever.
Unreal. And I've got you in mind for our documentary screening when that comes out in October.
I'm planning on doing that. There was some interest in my Rotary Club for that. And I have to apologize too for not responding to your email asking me if I would be an ambassador. I really haven't had a chance, but yes, I will. So I will get back to you about that as well.
Awesome. Thanks a million. So we've got, and Julie, I've asked you to, and Suze, you've been amazing one. Lyn, you've already been an incredible ambassador. Hubert, anyone who wants to be an ambassador, we're looking for, we've got kind of a goal to have about 20-25 ambassadors by the end of October when we launch our next documentary that's been made in February last year, actually, when we had our last tour, and Jennifer Jones, who is the international Rotary president, came on that tour too. So it's a great opportunity now with her in her role and in the lead up to the documentary launch to really kind of get ambassadors on board that have supported 7 Women. So if any of you are interested, I'd love to hear from you, because the ambassador role is really what you make it, but some of the activities can be host a cooking class, which you've already done, Pat, and host a documentary screening in your community, and just spread the word, basically. So amazing. And David, sorry to interrupt you. You look very busy there on your laptop, and I can only see half your head with that background sometimes as you move. So how are you going?
Well,
you've been an amazing support. Probably
half the head's enough. Anyway, you're one of these people that once you meet, you get sucked in, and it's been our pleasure as an accounting firm to support you in a pro bono capacity to look after 7 Women and all the adventures that you seem to get up to, and the financial effect of all those. We've had our fun. So that's good. You're still here. You're still solvent, which is good, I believe. So that's great. And so I thought I'd just jump on tonight to say hello. You've got some great support around you, and I wanted to see who else was here, and I wanted to hear what you're up to, because it's a bit hard to know what you're up to sometimes because you're so fast and out doing things. And anyway, you're a tremendous operator, and as you know, our firm and me are great supporters of young people trying to achieve their aspirations, shall we say, in this world. So that's good. And I'm glad you're down in Chelsea Heights now. It sounds very permanent, and I know a little bit of the background, so that's good, isn't it? I think it's great. Good. Yeah, that's good. So well done. Really good. Yeah.
great to be near the beach. And yeah, I'm living with my partner Tom now. So
Yes.
I met Tom 11 months ago, and that was probably thanks to COVID, because for the first time ever I was like in the same space for watching the grass grow under my feet. So that allowed me to, yeah. So so it's beautiful staying in Chelsea Heights. And yeah, thanks David for all of your support. You've been amazing, and it really means a lot to have an accounting firm who's giving us pro bono support, and also that gets the entrepreneurial ways of operating. I think, you know, that's very important for us and for me. And you've just been amazing, and you're very, you know, entrepreneurial yourself. So you just kind of get it and run with all the questions I've had, you know, about how we operate over in Nepal and here. And it's been really, really easy and effortless and good fun to deal with you. And I loved coming and chatting to your staff as well, you know, coming in and sharing about 7 Women to your staff. So yeah, thanks a million. Really appreciate it.
That's right. There's always 2 sides to every argument, and your version of the facts, it's been a challenge. No, we've had a great time. Thank you very much.
Humour as well.
And well done on Tom, and you should put him on. We need to have a look at Tom on the way through. So
okay, all right.
Is Tom around?
Here, Tom. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Good. We don't believe you. Anyway. Right.
Yeah. He's a real person, I promise.
Okay. Right.
Yeah. Awesome. So Chris, how are you? Awesome to see you on board too. And I can see those anthills in the background there.
Oh yeah, I've been doing some Zooms from home with the residents at the aged care place I work at, and we've been doing guess where I am type thing in the background. So yeah, I've just been a quiet follower of your project since I think I heard you speak at I'm from Numurkah, Northern Victoria, just north of Shepparton, not in Shepparton, thankfully. And just heard you speak, I think it was at a multi-district conference in Ballarat years ago, and have just followed it quietly along since then. And I think I bumped into you in Toronto at the International Convention, and hope to one day, if we ever can, go to Nepal on one of your trips one day, but just admire the project and the work that you do.
Oh, thanks a million. That would be amazing to have you stay at the guest house now.
Yes.
It's all, you know, very ready for tourists, very ready for new guests to stay there. So yeah, you'd be very welcome. Amazing. And thanks for making time to jump on tonight as well.
Pleasure.
Michael, how are you? And thanks for coming on too.
Good to see you, Stephanie. We met in Toronto at the Peace Conference, the Rotary Peace Conference.
Yes.
And signature of your book. So we've been following your projects. We've done with the Rotary Club of Shanghai a couple of COVID emergency helps for Nepal with Singapore Club. And so yeah, we're watching, and also we have a family member who is serving the German government in Nepal. She's going up and down. So I keep her a little bit up to date on what you do. Hopefully she can visit you. So thank you for hosting this event and for your work.
Amazing. So good to see you. Thanks for coming on board. Amazing. So I've noticed that Kusum's just joined us, and Maxine doesn't have a camera on, but Maxine, if you feel like saying hello, come on board. If not, all good.
Hello. The reason that I've blanked myself out is that I've had a very busy day first of all with an exercise class, and then at the community garden. And I am in my pajamas now, so I don't want you to see me. But I have heard of 7 Women, and I was very chuffed to get your email. And I belong to quite a big U3A, and I'm sure that they'd be very interested in your work, and I'm going to introduce them to you. So
awesome.
I'll let them know that you've got other presentations going on.
Amazing, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, because the next few months I've got Lucy who works with me, and I just said to Lucy last week, let's send an email out to you know, clubs and people that have supported us in the past to say I'm available and I'm around to share you know, and do a talk, updates about 7 Women, because who knows what's happening in the next 3 months. And I think it's good to, you know, I'm continuing to fundraise in my role here for the centre in Nepal, because a lot of, we've got budgets to meet for our projects, and some of that's been, you know, spent on COVID relief, which Kusum can update you on. She's been very involved in that, and there's a lot more, and there's you know, growing lines of people that are needing food every day and all the rest of it. So so thank you, and I'm available to speak and give updates about 7 Women to any clubs or any community groups that are interested to hear. So yeah, great to have you, Maxine. So who have I missed? Judith, and then I'll pass over to Kusum. Judith and Stephen.
Hi everyone, good to see everyone. Yeah, we'll keep supporting you, and you're doing amazing work still over there. I see Padam often posts stuff that he's doing, and amazing, just amazing. So yeah. Yeah,
thank you.
But,
I always
we'll probably have you speak to our club early next year, Steph, because we've got a bit of a full program at the moment, but we've got you on the list. So
amazing. Okay, awesome.
That'd
Thank you. And I definitely feel your support, and thanks so much for, you know, you're there. I feel your support and the donations that you've made in the past too, through your club.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Amazing. And the photo behind you is when you were over at the centre too.
Yeah, that was when we did the cooking class.
Amazing.
It was the day Stephen actually cooked.
Oh my God.
Well, pretended he cooked.
Oh my God.
He was telling me how.
It was the best part of the dish.
Oh.
Well done.
Yeah, he was telling me what to do, but yeah, anyway. Luckily I had help.
Is that why you're off screen, Stephen?
Yeah, that's why he's off screen. Yeah, I actually needed help that day because the pot was on, because I'm, you know how short I am. The pot was on this thing, and I needed him to stir it because I couldn't see. So that was his only contribution, I think.
I'm a good stirrer.
Yeah, he's a good stirrer. Yeah, that's probably pretty right. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that was fun. And the food that day was just beautiful. We just really enjoyed it. So lovely. It was great.
Some very exciting, thanks heaps, Judith. We've put our cooking classes online because most of the income was through tourists visiting our centre and doing the cooking classes. We've put them online, which has been a slow, you know, uptake, but we've had quite a few classes, including Pat, and it's taking off. It's slowly gaining momentum, and we've got we had a class for 60 people probably about a month and a half ago now, so that raised $3,500 I think it was dollars, which was amazing. And the women are now really skilled with the tech and how to run them, you know, properly with the cameras online. It's very different than in person, obviously. And we've just had a booking for I think 400 people, like on the one class. So Kusum will give you more of an update about that, but that's amazing because, you know, the women can do an hour and a half of the one class, and we can fundraise a lot in that time. So it never occurred to us that would be a possibility before this time of adapting and changing the way we do things. So it's quite amazing. And it's almost like, you know, we put in a lot of effort and energy to create the product to do the cooking class online. And now that we've done it and put all the energy and effort in, a lot of people are starting to book. So it's very, very exciting. So before I hand over to Kusum, and hope you're there, Kusum. Oh, so Julie, I just saw you. Julie hasn't said hello yet.
Hi everyone. So I'm Julie, and I'm from New Zealand. I was really fortunate to be able to travel to Nepal in 2019, was it, Judith? I was there with Judith and Lyn on the same tour as them, and I'm a midwife and have a real special interest in women's health, and we were there implementing potentially a project into Nepal around midwifery and women's health, and we wanted to know more, so we thought we would do the cultural experience, and it's certainly just very very soon as we landed there, Nepal became kind of like tugging at the heartstrings. And then when we went to 7 Women's, that was a whole new level of tugging at the heartstrings and tears and laughter and so much joy. And it's just been a real privilege to be able to just follow and connect with you, Steph. And it's an absolute privilege. So yeah, so that's me.
Unreal.
Can I just say something? I didn't realise that. I was trying to work out whether that was you, Julie.
It is.
It is. That Julie and the other midwives, some of the most beautiful women, and Julie and Steph and I were still really good friends. So, and we keep in touch. So it was wonderful. So yes, they were they are an amazing group of ladies, and yeah, it was wonderful. We could meet her. Thank you, Julie.
Awesome. So before I hand over to Kusum, I just want to say thank you, Kusum, for being on, because I know you've flown to India today, so you've literally just got to your accommodation. So it's great to have you here to provide an update, and great to see that you got safely to India from Kathmandu. And also just wanted to really honour the team in Nepal, Sunaina, Binod, Kusum, Padam, who I think is maybe there with you, Binod, and Rita, and all the staff members have been extraordinary during this last period of time where everything has changed for us. So it was, you know, we had a very, very effective setup where we had the cooking classes, the guest house and the manufacturing business and the shop, which, you know, many of you have seen, where we have worked very hard to link in with the tourist market. So lots of tour groups came to participate in what we had to offer, and that's the main way we fundraised. And pre 2019, we were very much on track to be fully self-sustainable in Nepal, which was our goal since the very beginning of 7 Women. So, you know, who would have thought that overnight the tourist market would have just stopped, come to a screaming halt? So I just want to say, like, massive well done to the team. Sunaina, Binod and Kusum are reasonably new to Nepal, and they have really done an amazing job to adapt and transform to these times and get new customers from the local market, you know, put the cooking classes online, train the women, and they've brought great initiative to think of new ideas as well. So thank you to the team members. You've all been incredible. Kusum, I'll hand over to you now, and feel free to ask any questions, you know, to any members of the team during this update as well.
Sure. Thanks so much, Steph. Good afternoon and namaste, everyone. From India today. So I just arrived this afternoon to Bangalore, South India. And yeah, it's great that I could join. I was in a bit of a hurry, but I'm here, so that's good. So it's amazing that so many of you have joined today, and while some of you know who I am, some of you might not. So my name is Kusum, and I am looking after the business development of 7 Women, and it's been a bit more than 3 months now that I've joined the team, and it's been amazing. So as Steph said, the team in Nepal has been trying to make sure that the operations are still running, still there, and we still have something to do, manufacturing and the guest house, and at the same time the women and the community is being supported, and we're trying to find ways to build economy locally. So that, you know, in the long run, this will be a really good experiment for us towards a sustainable, support to ourselves. And at the same time, we have, groundwork with the communities, which is much needed, particularly at this time. So I'll start with the hot meals and the family packs that we have been doing. So a lot of people are still hungry, are still not able to find jobs, are still out on the streets because they were not able to pay rent. So they've been evicted from their rooms. We call them rooms, from their rented rooms, and do not have food to eat. So we have been providing hot meals in the mornings to around 100 to 150 people every day. And also we have been providing family food packs, especially to single moms, young mothers, families with a lot of children, people with disabilities, elderly families. So we've been doing that as well. And although the lockdown is lifted, there's slight restrictions. A lot of people still haven't been able to go back to work, especially the daily wage workers. So that's one thing that we have been doing. Apart from that, our manufacturing unit, which most of you know, we have women there, that's running, and also the guest house is running, which I'm going to hand over to Sunaina or Binod very soon. I think I'll let Binod do that first, and then we'll come back to other updates. So Binod, I'll let you talk about the hotel and the updates.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Laini. Namaste, everyone. First of all, my name is Binod. I'm looking after the guest house for the moment. Actually, we've been trying to open our guest house since 2020, but because of lockdown, we are in stock. But after from few months ago, we've been starting our guest house with a few customers. And some of them are long-term with us, and some of them are short-term. And it's been very good start for us to our guest house to operate at the moment, because our staffs are very happy to serve, because when there was no customer, there is too boring and too lazy, and they don't want to do anything. But from June, we start to put our guests in our room by officially, because we've been waiting for our official license as well. But now we got to find all the license and approval from the government. So running with the guest house, at the moment, we have 2 rooms, customers who are staying with us very long term. And they're very happy with us because of our ladies and our boys are very a good trend for the service them, and they're very happy. So yeah, and also now we are trying to open our cafe to fully operation, because finally we got a coffee machine. And you know that in Nepal there is a coffee and foods lover, lots of there is lots and lots of people are interested with the food and coffee. So we already opened, but just for the light meals, coffee, and some freshly drinks in our cafe. As well, our customers are enjoying with their drinks in our beautiful garden. So yeah, so after a few weeks, we're gonna be hiring our chef for properly food service. So after that, we might be a very great with our business. So waiting for that moment, because this is all working by the team. So without team, it's not possible to achieve our dream. So this is what we are doing in the guest house for a moment. And we also have a great opportunity when we get a coffee machine, because we've been training to our staff for barista. So they are very able to make some coffee, and they are very happy. They're excited. This is a very good learning for them also. So this is a good opportunity from our coffee machine. Actually, very, very thank you for Steph and Kusum to supporting all the things, and especially our donor. So yeah, and also we are continuing other work, which are like cleaning our guest house and keep always housekeeping jobs are very smoothly going on. And the things very good for us is at the moment with this condition, still we have 2 rooms, which is very for long term, and that is very good for our staff to movement. So this is for the moment from the guest house, and waiting for 1 more week to hire our chef, and we will be fully operation for our guest house and restaurants. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Binod. We've all been trying our best to, put it up on social media, and also, ask our current guests, or, to spread the word that, we have a very hygienic, clean, safe space for people to come and stay. And everyone who comes and sees the place absolutely falls in love with it. So, we're hoping that we'll get more people in the coming days. we have recently seen a little bit of a surge in Indian tourists. So let's hope that we can reach out to them. We'll try our best. I think we'll move on to manufacturing. So Nana, if you're ready, yeah, and manufacturing and marketing, yeah.
Hello, everyone. I'm Sunaina. Hello. I have been looking after the marketing and manufacturing here in Nepal at 7 Women. So we have been making few new products so that people, we mostly are targeting Nepali people for now because there are less foreigners, but at the same time we are also looking for more customers, more wholesaler customers to get our products and spread the story behind those products. So if you guys know anyone who love to sell our products, we would be more than happy. And the second is we have been keeping stalls here in the market. Every Saturday we have been keeping the stalls and people are knowing about us. And that's great because only few people knew about 7 Women here in Nepal, but slowly everyone has been knowing about us because we have been going to the markets. We are keeping our products in different stalls, different stores, Nepali stores. So yeah, people are loving our products and we are coming up with new designs, and the girls are enjoying to make all the new designs. They have great this swing thing. They are very clean. People love their stitching skill. So another thing is I just got a call today from IEC College. That's a fashion designing college here in Nepal. So they want to send interns to our center so that the girls will learn about various new products, what's going on in the market, about the fabric, about various things, so that they can enhance on their stitching skills. We have called 2 interns this Monday and we will have interview with them and see what will come up. And the other thing is Steph's friend from CG Group, they called us and they wanted our product to go to the hotels of Chitwan. They want to display our products in the hotel of Chitwan, two hotels. So yeah, we are ready to send our products to Chitwan, more like far from Kathmandu, and we are very excited about it. That's all about marketing and manufacturing.
Thanks, Sunaina. Kusum, I'll just jump in there. That is extremely exciting because the Chowdhury Group is what they're called. They're a huge conglomerate and they operate in a lot of different countries. They're probably the biggest corporate in Nepal. And they it was amazing how we made the contact. Marina, who is a divine woman, Nepali woman who works for them. She's head of CSR now. And she was my first Nepali friend in Nepal on our first tour. When I went over there, I met her randomly with the group that I was traveling with, the Duke of Edinburgh, and her brother basically showed me around town. So we've kept in touch, and now she's in that position of corporate social responsibility for the very, very large corporates. So she's got an incredibly large budget and also free reign on who she partners with and that sort of thing. So we're very excited about that partnership and what that potentially means for us, to generate some local income in Nepal through the manufacturing.
Yeah, thanks, Steph. I was also about to say that CG is probably the largest corporate, and we can't be excited enough. So the products that we're sending them to are the two resorts in Chitwan. So the customers or the people who are going to see those products are probably going to buy them as well. So that's a really good opportunity for us. One, to obviously sell the products, but the second, to let people know what Seven Women is and what it's working for. So thanks, Sunaina, for coordinating that. And about the manufacturing, I also wanted to add that we went to visit the Women's Center in Simra. Just to say, there's a noise, just a second. Sorry, there was just some noise. So we went to visit the Women's Center in Simra, where Seven Women had provided sewing machines. And also during the COVID lockdown, we provided ration packs for them and their families. So we went back to them and see what the situation was, what were they working on. And, we did a little bit of evaluation and assessment of the situation of the women. And we were thinking, like Steph, Sunaina, I have been talking about this, and see how we can build a collaboration or sort of a link between the Kathmandu unit and the Simra unit, which is in Tarai, a few hundred kilometers, but how we could link between these two places and see if our manufacturing can be stronger than what we have right now. So for that, we definitely need more orders, ideally wholesale orders, so that both of the teams can work and be busy. So it's still very initiative. It's still a very initial stage, but we are discussing ways to do that. And this will also bring the women to a level of empowerment, because right now they were making very limited products in that area, and because of the businessmen closing down the business, they did not have much to do. So we are again trying to communicate with the team there and see how we can build that together. So that's another thing that we are doing. The other thing is the scholarships. So we gave this update in the last meeting as well, but we went to the two schools where we provide scholarship as well, and we did the distribution there. It was amazing, because we talk about scholarship all the time. We talk about some 100 kids being supported, but to be there and see those kids at the school, the infrastructure that's there, the resources that's there, and just the joy, beaming with joy, their faces beaming with joy when they get a whole pack of stationery. It was just amazing. So we also did assessment there and see if there are other kids who are in need. So we will be creating a report very soon of that. I think Steph is going to share that as well. And then the other update is that we did this in the last one as well. We have been looking for a piece of land in Kathmandu where we can kickstart organic farming. So we want to include hydroponics and also organic farming together and see how that kind of works with us if you want to in the future start an eco farm, and also work towards building economies of the local communities. So we have been giving attention to the location, the land fertility, size and price, and as soon as I'm back, I think we'll be locking that down, if I'm not wrong, Steph. We were very excited for it, because this will be a different project altogether, but very exciting, because this is again working towards working in sync with the environment and helping the economy. So that's another update that we have. I think from our side, these are some of the updates. As we always say, this would not have been possible without your support. Any support, the moral support, the financial support, you visiting Nepal and being here at the meeting, all of this means so much for us, because without this network of friends, we would not have been able to do any of this. So we would like to extend our gratefulness. And if you'd like to be involved in any of these projects, please let us know. You have Steph's email address, and and mine as well if you need, or any of the team members. So please feel free to reach out to us to ask questions about these projects, and if you want to know more about this in detail. So I think that's all from us. Thanks, Steph.
Thanks, Kusum. And yeah, if you want to write your email in the chat box too, then people can feel free to contact you directly about any of those projects if they resonate with you. If you want to hear more, Kusum's spent time doing some great documents outlining the vision with a few photos and things like that. So she mentioned the project on the border of India and Nepal that we work with sewing machines with the women's group, and the schools and the education scholarships in that area too. We've got the teacher from that school has just sent us a long list of students who basically won't go to school if they don't get support. So that's our ongoing scholarship program. That's $250 a month to send a child to school, that we're continuously fundraising for. And we're really excited about the land project, the renting of the land to grow organic food, because I think it's become very apparent during this last year and a half to 2 years that sometimes people in the city, that they rely on the shops as we do here, rather than growing their own food. So a lot of them have been stuck because they rely on their daily wages to buy that food. So by us doing organic farming, like my vision and I would love to be able to teach other people about it too when we get our own setup happening, as well as using the vegetables for our cooking classes, and and the women at the centre as well, and running the centre. So that is a really exciting project, and we're at the moment, I'm doing fundraising for that, and the team is looking for donors that are specifically interested in that project. And the other one was the food delivery. We're looking to start that as a little side enterprise, food delivery service, because with the in and out of lockdown, it's inhibiting our ability to run the guest house and the hotel. But we're looking to hire a chef to do the food delivery business on the side. So the organic farming will also come in handy for that. So yeah, the other thing, what I'm working on at the moment, I've got 5 interns from, 2 from Canada, 2 from America, and 1 from Zimbabwe we had, and we're working with them at the moment to automate things and do things like regular 7 Women updates. And one of the things that I'm working with them on is the ambassador program. So hi Matt, just noticed that you jumped on. Hi, great to see you up in Queensland. And so the ambassador program, just to help kind of spread the word so it doesn't rest all on my shoulders and the interns that I work with. Also, we've got a very exciting documentary, as I mentioned before, that we're going to be launching in October. So I think it's the 21st, 22nd and 23rd of October. We're going to do the launches online on Zoom, just because it's pretty unpredictable at the moment whether we'll be able to run physical events. So we're going to run those on Zoom and have like an online viewing. The documentary goes for 35 minutes, and we've got a fantastic trailer for that. So we'll be posting about that on the 7 Women Facebook page and through our newsletters and things like that. So love you all to join and be part of that launch. But also if you see an opportunity to host your own screening, that would be fantastic as well. And I'm available, and Kusum and some of the team members will be available to do a bit of a Q&A after that screening, so we can make it a great online event. And I think that's basically it for now. Kusum, if your email's in the chat box, if any of that resonates with any of you, or if you want to find out more about anything that we've mentioned, please email myself or Kusum, because this is it now, online with you guys. And just, I think the women in Nepal have really realised the value of people like yourselves that support us, especially during this time, because I pretty much am working and fully focused on fundraising, and because of that, they've always had customers coming to our centre in Nepal, so we've never really had to worry about, or they've never worried about whether we have customers or not. But you know, with the current circumstances, there was a period of time where we were like, oh my God, what are we going to do? So now every single person that engages with us and supports us, you know, they really value them because they understand that basically that's how we earn money, and that's how they've been provided a job throughout this time and had that security and knowing that they will continue to have a job no matter what happens. So so that's great. So thank you, everybody. That's the end of for me. Does anyone have any questions before we round up the update? Matt, you normally like to say a few words. Do you want to say hello to everybody?
Well, sorry I'm late. At least I arrived this time. Last time I missed it completely. I'll catch up on the video.
Yeah.
I'll watch the recording. Yeah, it's just, yeah, it's a great cause. And I had the local university here ask me, oh, when are we going to do the cooking class? And I just, it is hard to organise a lot of things at the moment with so much uncertainty. Well, even though we've had no COVID where I live, we still nearly get ready to launch something and something else happens. But we just keep persevering and we get there in the end. But there's definitely a lot of interest.
Amazing.
And I'm looking forward to the documentary. Apparently I'm in it.
Yeah, you're in it. So a few of you are in it on the last tour last February. The last tour that we were able to do, and hopefully we can start them up again in future because I loved the tours. They were awesome. So yes, Matt, I'm really, really thankful that we did that tour because it was an epic group of people, wasn't it? And we had a lot of fun.
It was life-changing.
Yeah, amazing. So Michael, did I see your hand up?
Yes, that's right, Stephanie. In terms of products, you know, I mean, what kind of products could you make? I mean, I don't know if you make a chai. I know, for instance, in Japan, we're now in Japan because we couldn't go back to China, but online, a lot of chai is being sold because people are home, you know, we're 18 months in semi-lockdown, so massive business. People want to try new things. I don't know if you have done that. They want to try. We have a local shop doing, they do spices. They're booming. They're a retired couple. They say they work 24 hours a day. That's how much they can do on selling spices here in Japan. I have family in Belgium. I'm in Japan. I mean, we have businesses. I don't know what you can make in terms of handicraft, competing obviously with, you know, other countries. And so I think you could do something tailored because there's very good craftsmanship. I remember when we were running in Tibet, we had a lot of wonderful craftsmanship from Nepal, really amazing. So how you can tap in and make that available to the world, because there's so much coming from there and so much craftsmen. So I'm not completely up to date what kind of product. I know your cooking class, but I think there's a lot of products that we all have on network that we could help you to raise revenue. I mean, also shopping bags in terms of people not using plastics. I'm a member of ESRAC here for East Asia with the Environmental Sustainable Rotary Action. We're always looking for products for members, and so environmental products. And obviously, you're talking about eco farming. There is an action group specialized in Tasmania. You probably know them. Specialized in plants and food. So that could be a good. I don't know if you know them. It's a Rotary Action Group that could help you with you know, I could put you in touch, and they're amazing because they're all over the world with medical plants, also for helping people to stimulate the immune system during COVID. There is a plant like Artemisia. I think it's used in China, which is artemisic. So that could something you could make a tea with that. So lots of other avenues. That's my 2 minutes. Thank you.
Thanks for your suggestions. Yeah, Kusum, you'd probably be the best one, or Sunaina, to talk to that. But I think we're very open to ideas, and the women have very good skills in, Kusum, you were saying last week, stitching and dressmaking. So we've got a catalogue that we can send you, or if you've got any ideas or an order, I'm sure the women will be able to, you know, make that.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Michael, for these suggestions. So what we do at the moment is we have, different products, clothes, and we also have some felt products such as toys and, coasters and so on, the typical Nepalese, handicrafts. Right now, what we are doing is, taking orders from the local customers or, small vendors. So what they also do is sometimes give us a completely new design. We just made a beautiful quilted jacket the other day for a customer, and that was the first time for the ladies, and they did a really good job. So we're very open to designs. And take and try them. And I think 100% of the time, the customers have been very happy with it. So that's one part. And the other part is, if you have any network, if you know someone or any vendor who would be happy to look at our products, and, if you're happy to connect them to us, we'll be so, so grateful, because, it will help us to build that network and reach out to more people. So, and Michael, as Steph said, we have the catalog ready now, and we can send them across to you so that you can have a look as well.
Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, Pat.
Hi, is this an online catalog that you can send?
Yeah, it's a PDF, so we can send it over email.
Okay, thank you.
No worries. How about making conference bags? Matt said yes. Well, I was hoping that we've made conference bags for some of the conferences that I've spoken at in the past, which has been amazing, just the basic cotton bags, and a few of them have been Rotary conferences as well. So we've put the Rotary logo on either side of them, and that's been a great little project for the women to work on. So yes, and and thanks for the reminder, Matt, because I might get back in touch with the organisers for the Rotary International Convention in Melbourne. I'm not sure what's going to happen with that, with global events, but it was the Rotary Club of Melbourne that put that tent together, and 7 Women was involved in that in terms of providing scarves or conference bags and that sort of thing. So I'll get in touch with them again. Amazing. Anyone else? No? What a fantastic update, and so good to see such an amazing mix of people, and people that we haven't seen for a while too. So thank you all for making time to meet the team and come on board. It's I get so much energy when I jump on these updates and see you all and hear you all and reconnect, even though it's online, which, everyone's got a lot of Zooms happening these days. But thank you so much for your time, and thank you for everything that you do for us and for 7 Women. And we love, having you part of the 7 Women family. So, I hope to see you every month. So, these are on every month, and there'll be newsletters and all that sort of thing. So get in touch with Kusum or myself if you want to. Otherwise, we'll see you at some stage down the track, hopefully in person as well, sometime soon. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Take care.